If you're over 35 and feel like your confidence needs a reset, this isn't about reinventing yourself. It's about refinement. Today, I'm sharing skincare products that I didn't just try, I actually finished, and how consistency helped me reset my confidence. Hello, my bosses. Happy Sunday to everyone. Y'all, I'm recording on my phone. It is Sunday evening, honey. It is about 7:30. What time is it? 7:15. So Auntie is tired. I'm exhausted. The week is over. The weekend is over. And I am going to hit the hay after I record this video. But I wanted to do a quick video on how to reset your confidence over 35. I feel like us as women, we go through, and not just women, but men as well. But this video is specifically for my nieces and my aunties and my sisters. After you hit a certain age, it's almost like your confidence kind of goes through like a wobble board. You're very confident, then you're not so confident. You're very confident, you're not so confident. In those areas that you're not so confident in, you struggle to try to gain that confidence. So while I'm discussing this topic today, I will also be debuting my Empties, current skincare Empties, and just talk a little bit, y'all, about how I've refined and reestablished my confidence over 35. It's been a minute since your girl's been over 35. But I can still do this video, honey. And that is that's point number one. After you get a certain age, you don't care. You do not care, okay? And when I say you don't care, it doesn't mean that you're just out here willy-nilly, right? And you're not taking people's thoughts and thoughts into consideration. You just, when you're at a certain age, honey, when you're chronologically mature, like Auntie, you tend to take people's opinions and thoughts under advisement, but you do not use them as any type of gauge or weight in determining your next move. And that is the first way, means by which I built and maintained confidence. I wanted to, just sort of dive into in this video, the psychological rebuilding of confidence as well as the physical, right? Because we're females and, we care about our physical looks and all those things. That's why the makeup industry, y'all, the beauty industry is $1 trillion industry because of the fact that it makes its money off of women, trying to reclaim their youth. If their confidence is more of a physical nature, or that psychological upheaval we get when we start crossing over into the menopausal threshold of life and all those things. So one thing first and foremost, my confidence has always been in whose I am. Y'all know, honey, what type of child this is, though. Baby, I'm God-made, not man-made. And I have Godfidence. I don't have confidence. And not bragging to boast about, I've always been that way, guys. Ever since I was a little girl, my mom always said, you just set apart. I always marched to the beat of my own drum. I just always have. And I guess that naturally, I've never been the type of person who were overly concerned about people's thoughts about me or their interpretation about me, because I always knew whose I was. And that comes from coming from a strong, godly background. But in addition to that as well, just something God put in me. It's an innate instinct I've always carried. But needless to say, honey, I've had my moments. I'm human, baby. I'm a woman and I'm human. So one of the things I would discuss is our skincare, our physical nature. I think when women start evolving throughout the trajectory of womanhood, we tend to hyper focus at certain times in different aspects of our physical being. And so in this season of my life, now that I'm going through menopause and all those things, my skin is taking on a life of its own, girl. So as you know, if you look at all my beauty videos, I'm huge on hydration. So one of the first Empties I want to present, and this line is actually unique, guys. I don't know if you see this line online, but I actually am going to debut the line that I had purchased from my wax, where I go get wax. It's called, Lord, what's the name of the place? It's called European Wax Center. That's where I go get wax. And so they carry skincare lines there. And I tried, my esthetician, she referred me to this serum here. This is the, y'all, let me see if I can, oh Lord, child, I don't know if I can see it, but this is the glow serum. And I hope y'all can see that. You probably can't. Let me see if I have a tissue or something I can put behind it. There you go. So maybe you guys can see what that says. I'm not even going to attempt to read it, but this is an aloe vera oil, right? And it separates. So it's aloe vera gel and oil. As you can see, it's separating, and you just shake it up. And I use this, guys, see, in terms of milky. I actually use this product as my to help me hydrate. And y'all, I'm going to apologize for the lighting. It's getting dark. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Hold on. Okay, y'all, sorry about that. I had to change the lighting, honey, because it was like getting dark. But anyway, I absolutely love this serum. This serum has done wonders for my skin. As you all know, I hydration flood, and menopause dries your skin out. And so I am here for anything. As I preach on all of my skincare videos, honey, I am here for anything that can help me with hydration flooding. I drink a lot of water. I eat a lot of water-enriched foods. And I also use a lot of external products that are huge in hydration, that promotes hydration and blemishes. They work with blemishes as well. So definitely try this line. Another empty that I have is the Get Smooth. It's called Treat. The Get Smooth Skin Clearing Body Wash. Oh my goodness, y'all. I absolutely love this. Can y'all see that? Okay. Yes, I love this right here. So as you can see, this is a EWC, a European Wax Center line. And this is actually what you use to help slow down growth. If you get waxed, you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. So I've been getting waxed, guys, for years. Like, I was always petrified. I was always afraid to get waxed. But when I tell you, baby, getting waxed is the best thing going since sliced bread. I was talking to my auntie the other night. It's so funny. I was talking to her Friday night. It was her birthday. And I was telling her, you know, what I did on my birthday and all those things. And she was like, I don't see how y'all get waxed, because her daughter gets waxed as well. And I told her, I said, it's just a quick little 5-second pain. If you can stand a shot, you can stand to get waxed. And so I think people tend to build it up, the pain, more in their head than they should. But I love getting waxed. It makes me feel confident. It makes me feel clean, because I feel cleaner. I feel smoother. And look, this might be TMI, but it is what it is, honey. You look youthful, okay? And we're going to leave that right where it's at. That is definitely a confidence booster. So, but yeah, so, you know, that's another thing that I use to help build my confidence and then maintain that from a physical perspective. So yes, this European Wax Center line, clutch. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Do they still say clutch, y'all? I don't know. So I thought I had another product from the Europe. Yeah, here it is. This is the Glow Body Oil, also that I got from European Wax Center. I absolutely love this. It keeps my skin nice, hydrated, and smooth. I use this as another oil at night, on top of, in addition to my body butters. It just makes my skin feel nice and soft and supple. And again, the European Wax Center line has agents in it that help slow hair growth. I always get my the same thing, a Brazilian and underarm. And so this right here, and if you get waxed, you already know, I go faithfully every 4 weeks, okay? I can attest to this, guys. It definitely slows down growth, okay? Me personally, I don't know if this is true or not. I might ask my esthetician when I go back. But I don't know if the volume matters when you get waxed. Common sense tells me it does. I don't know, but I don't want to find out. So I don't allow my growth to surpass a certain point before I go. And fun fact, this last time I went, I was a bit nervous because it took me a minute to get to her, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So those are the 3 items, empties, first 3 empties that I have. The next empty, speaking of mother love, looking youthful and all those things, honey, another agent from a physical perspective that builds my confidence after 35 is how I smell. We'll talk about looks in a minute, but how I smell, how my body scent carries itself. And we are women. All orifices can have the potential to have an odor at some point in time, whether you're a woman or a man, but women more so than men because of the fact that we sit on one of our orifices all the time, right? So when something is enclosed, it's not getting enough air, you're wearing underwear, all the things, it doesn't have the opportunity to get the air that it needs. It can trap odor and all those things. So one of the things that I use as well, that this is an empty as well, is my honey pot. And I use the Senstive honey pot cleanser. Love this stuff, love this stuff, love this stuff, y'all. And if I'm looking all over the place, guys, it's because, again, I'm recording on my cell phone and I'm trying to remember to look at this camera. But this right here, y'all, yeah, I ran out, so I have to get some more, but I do use the Sensitive one, but she has different ones that you can use. And I absolutely love Honey Pot. I love the brand. I'm here to support her. I turned my older sister on to her. She's addicted. I told my cousins about her. They're addicted. All the women, y'all, that I have told about Honey Pot, baby, it was like, girl, thank you. I'm like, you're welcome. So what builds your confidence more than when you smell good? You know what I mean? And when you know that you smell good, but not just smelling good. Smelling good in my brain means that I feel good as well. And when you smell good and you feel good, your confidence soars, right? You're able to step into a room and just own it. You're able to move in a room like the room was built around you and not the door was open for you. And that's just, I have to be in that mindset at all times, you know? And so I'm obsessed with, you know, being fresh, smelling fresh, all the things. And it also helps me with my OCD too, because again, I have to smell good at all times. So love Honey Pot. In alignment with smelling good, the Lume. So is it Lume, y'all, or Lume? I call it Lume. Maybe it's Lume. But this is the Lume whole body deodorant. My mama, bless her heart, she missed her time. This is nothing new, y'all. But I'm gonna give homegirl her credit because she, you know, actually produced this. Baby, when I was in my teens, my mother taught me and my sister, you take the deodorant and you put it in them areas. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Not up in them, but in them. And so we have been wearing deodorant around our private parts and under our arms and buttocks and all the things, honey, when we were in our teens, long before this was ever thought of. But needless to say, I'm not taking no credit from this young lady. I admire the fact that she came up with this. Of course, I think she's a doctor, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. She's either a scientist or a doctor, but she came up with a formula that is definitely, you know, made for the body. It prevents irritations, irritants, and all those things. So I'm here for it. This right here, baby, because I used to use Fresh from Avon. That's what we used to use growing up, the Fresh. So, and it worked just like this, guys. So, of course, I don't order Avon anymore, but I said, let me just try this, honey, and see if it works. Because you know, honey, I knew my Fresh was clutch because I had been using it for years, but I tried it and it worked. And I think I have like a skosh left about, sounds like just a hair. It's not spraying anymore, so I can't get to it, but I may have some like right here. But yes, once again, another confidence booster. You know, you smell fresh. You're not, you know, there's no odor or anything of that nature. And let's talk. I hope y'all had an amazing holiday. This is the first video after the holiday. Happy New Year to everyone. And like I said, I'm doing something exciting on this channel this week. So make sure you all stay tuned. Make sure you all subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're notified each and every time I drop a video as well. Y'all, the most amazing thing we can do to build our self-confidence is looking forward to what God has for us. And the best way to look forward to what God has for us is to enjoy each and every single day that we are blessed to see, as my mama would say, on this time side of life. So with that being said, y'all, this is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and what? Be glad in it. Y'all take care. Love y'all. Speak with y'all soon. Call y'all back. Bye-bye.